Welcome back to Trading with Gray. Today is April 13th, 2025. Let's hop right into this. First thing that I do want to say is you can see that last week price did bounce in this area off of some type of support, right? Now, that does not initially mean that Bitcoin is going to continue bullish, right? That does mean that we did have some type of support to push price back on up. Now, let me delete all this stuff. Okay, so what you do want to take note of is that Bitcoin is in some type of downtrend, right? You can obviously see that until these highs right here are taken out, Bitcoin will always be bearish, right? So no matter how deep this pullback is, until price breaks this level of resistance, Bitcoin will be bearish. Now, I don't care if price comes up here. I don't care what it does, right? As long as price closes back in this zone, we will be heading back on down, right? Now, if we do head on down, I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to tank, but we would be looking to target these first areas down here. All right, so with that being said, let's move on to our next pair, right? That's real quick and simple. US30. Now, with US30, I'm not going to erase this and start over. This markup still holds until it is invalid. Now, I do have a fib coming from this area here to this area down here. You can see we're 61.8, 78.6, and our 50% is, right? Currently, price has given us some type of pullback to the 61.8. Now, I would want to see price stay below this area. I don't know how long it's going to do it or what's going to happen, but I do want to see price stay below this area to continue our push back on down. And our areas we will be targeting first will be here and overall here, right? This one's pretty simple as well. If price does manage to start giving us some bullish action, maybe we can find some type of bullish support to take price on up. All right, now let's move on to gold. Right now, gold. If you do go back in my previous videos, you can see that this and many other outlooks I have called worked out perfectly. Right now, let's just go over this one. We did say that if price gives us some type of pullback from this all-time high, we would be looking for some type of support area to take price on up, or either price would break back down, retest, and give us another push on down. Obviously, you can see what happened exactly to the T. Let's go down to the lower time frame, and it just looks beautiful, right? If I were to trade any type of gold position, I would just have to wait for some type of retracement to an area before looking to go long. Right now, I would not want to take this buying position. I would want to see if price can give us some type of deeper pullback before continuing on higher. All right, now for one of my favorite that I just added this year is Tesla, right? I did have this markup that I went over with one of my mentees, one of my students, and as of right now, she is on point to probably be making her first 100K in her first 12 months, right? That's how good she is. Well, anyways, let's get started. So with Tesla, how do I say this? I don't think Tesla is a failing company, obviously, right? So with that being said, I do want to find some type of buying position because I believe solely in Tesla and their mission, right? With that being said, I do not believe there is any way or position this company can fail unless it is self-sabotage, or not self-sabotage, but sabotage, right? So with that being said, I do want to look for any type of buying positions, not in particularly selling, because I don't believe Tesla would go much lower, right? But you do want to be careful because coming in this area over here, we are in some type of support, some type of resistance, right? So let's delete all this.
All right, so with that being said, we have some type of support down here, some type of resistance up here. The overall play would be to wait for price to either break out below to continue on what? Down, or break on above and continue on up, right? That's basically simple as it gets. All right, and now for NVIDIA, I also did just add this pair into the rotation this year, but it has been working and moving beautifully, right? As I did go over this with my mentee, like I said, I did state that we want to be careful down here in this area, because if price did come in this area, it would be a little suspicious. And obviously when price came right into this area, price turned around just like I said, right? Obviously many of y'all probably were looking to sell NVIDIA and it just turned around. I always say you got to be careful with these suspicious candles, right? These little suspicious candles here, they be turning the price around sometimes. So you just want to be careful and be aware. All right. Now, with NVIDIA, I do believe this is a strong $1 trillion company. As of right now, they are going through it. So I do not know what is going to happen. I can tell you that there is resistance up here. So we are in some type of downtrend, right? But you want to be careful, because if price trades back into this area, we may very well turn back around and continue on up. Okay, so be careful with this. We will be patient and wait to see how price plays out.